Hey everybody, Blake here at Trade Tracer. As always, none of this is financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This video is designed to help you get you prepared for this week's trading, and we are in a 3-day uptrend on the S&P 500. So last week, if you watched the video, I had mentioned above the March 4th high, you could probably start thinking about getting long. That's this level here, roughly around 433 on SPY. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, you had 3 days to get long and stay long if you put your stop at your entry or at the day's low or the previous day's low, which is what you would do if you were a swing trader. So 3 days to get paid. I said manage expectations. We wound up closing above the cloud. So from here, we're pretty far deviated. We just had a massive rip. Very far deviated from this 10 SMA, which is the bottom of this cloud down here, roughly around 428. So don't be surprised if we stall. Ideally, what I'm looking to see is a bull flag, which is simply price consolidating above the 50-day moving average, and then price strength confirmation higher before adding new long market exposure. So let me break this down for you on where our triggers were. So came in, mentioned above this candle's high, we had a trigger for uptrend to get swing long. As always, first thing we always do is get long the index first as per our methodology. Once we're long the index with adequate exposure, then start allocating from the trading playbook. So we've been in uptrend for 3 days, had 3 days to get long the market. S&P went an uptrend on Thursday the 17th, had price strength confirmation last Friday above the previous candle's high. So where do we go from here? What do you do here? Well, if you got in on no trend closing above this inside the cloud or got long on a confirmed uptrend, you're long in this area. So ideally you're long in here. You've been able to scale profits, and you have your stop at your entry. So you've already taken profits. You've got your stop locked in. So this can, dribble sideways if it wants. As long as we're above the cloud, as long as we're in uptrend, we want to try to stay long. And as long as, price doesn't break down, ride this up potentially to some of these upward levels on the S&P. If price does fall back, well, you got your stops in place to protect you. And if we reset back up, that's when you can get back in. Or you can add new long market exposure if we bull flag in this area. If price chops around in here, and then we get price strength confirmation closing above a previous candle's high, that's when you add. So until we see that, we can't really do much. Ideally, you would have been long already. You've scaled. You're holding profit. Stops at entry, or stops to break even if you want to be, a little more risky. So let's take a look at some of the other indexes. NASDAQ closing right at the 50-day moving average. Had rules to get long this on Friday as well. Paid really nicely. Crypto, what's crypto doing? Take a look at Bitcoin. Well, Bitcoin needs to get back above this 42.7 area, call it. Ideally, really above this 45,000 level. But still, in a somewhat of a wedge pattern, somewhat respecting it, but we're still in an uptrend, all right? Similar with Ethereum. Slightly stronger now than Bitcoin. So keep a close eye on Ethereum. It's been a little bit stronger than Bitcoin the past couple days. Got to keep an eye on that. Similar pattern, still in an uptrend. We need to see price strength confirmation really above, call it 3,000, 3,100 before we can attempt to make a run at 3,300 on Ethereum. Gold. Well, gold has been a big winner for us, and it's still holding the year-to-date anchored VWAP. Also holding the 50-day moving average. So longer term, as a hedge, I still think this looks fine. I don't like seeing this big wick up here. Let me kind of move this for you. You can see this wick on a monthly candle. Don't love to see that price action. Would love to see us, close higher this month. Weekly, very similar story, but still in an uptrend, still holding that cloud. So weekly still looks fine, no technical damage. Think, it was very, very easy to potentially spot a pullback after this type of run up. When gold's been this choppy and just this gappy for so long, then we get a very nice sustained uptrend, ripping, at least 10, 12% just over the course of, a few weeks. It's expected to have a pullback. So am I bearish gold? Am I bullish gold longer term? Yes, I'm still bullish gold. But, we can't do anything here. We don't have rules to get long, no rules to trade swing long. If you got in back here, you're still swing long versus your stops. Let's take a look at some of these ARK funds. So these growth names have gotten beaten up really badly. And you can see I've gotten a Fibonacci, retracement drawn in here from the COVID lows to the all-time highs. And you can see so far we're respecting this 0.786, roughly $60 level on ARKK. Now, am I bullish here? No, this is still a massive downtrend. We'd still need to see price improvement. The bottom, I'm not so sold on this is the bottom. I would like to see a bottoming, pattern of bottoming formation before I start to get extremely bullish on any of these growth names. So until then, still playing it safe. Money is in the indexes. When we start to see rotation back into some of those leading sectors, like we've done many times with gold and with energy, with semis, with tech, with FANG, we've done it over and over. When we see that relative strength and we see what's leading the market, that's when we will roll into those different allocations in the investment portfolio. Until then, still the market still has a lot to prove. Probably get more exposure in equities this week, simply because of the improvement from last week. But still, we're going to take it slow. We're going to take it one day at a time. We're in a 3-day uptrend. Like I already said, you know the scenarios, what to do, where to add, what you can do if you've been in, if you're not in. If you don't have enough exposure, you're still waiting for price strength confirmation, for a bull flag before adding new risk exposure. That's all I got for you guys this week. I'll see you on the open.